I could stay like this, forever following you. Just don't get too far, and I'll be right where you are. You're a dream that I could finally see. I just want us to always be, to always be.
Hello everyone, Abby here at Purple Cottage Crafts, and welcome back to another project share video. Today I have a Shabby Chic explosion box to share with all of you. Now before I get too much further into the video, I want to let you know this is definitely an Abby-fied project because I can't make things just flat or just like one or two layers. If you know me at all, besides my obsession with purple of course, I love lots of textures and layers and just I'm very tactile. I like to be able to feel things and just visually look at things. So I'm going to show you real quick. I had to modify and add this kind of cotton trim around it to hold this together. Because look, it's supposed to be flush, right? Well, not when Abby does it. Because I just get so crazy, out of control. I can't help it. I just want to keep adding things and adding things. And, you know, if I had made one of these for a commission piece, of course I wouldn't make it quite so bulky. But this is for a birthday gift. So I wanted to kind of tuck lots of really fun things in there. So this is actually my first ever explosion box. And I actually made this. This has probably been done for maybe almost 2 weeks, somewhere around there. And but I was waiting for another component to come in before I could mail off the birthday package. So that's why I'm just now doing the video. So I just want to show this to you here real quick before I untie this and show you the lid. I think this turned out so adorable. I just love it. So it's got some seed beads up there and some doilies and some different glass beads. And got on this really pretty pink flower. This has, I just put little bits of, you know, like it's, I don't have it with me. I think I put it away actually. It's the Nuvo Clear Drops. I added those on here. And then some, I keep wanting to say stickles, not stickles. Sequins. There you go, Abby. There's your word. And this is just a chain I had from Michael's. Here's a key that I just put gesso on. Actually, it was the ivory chalk paint from Walmart, and then did the same thing to this friend's metal bit. And here's the Eiffel Tower. Did the same thing there, and then here are the sides. You'll see it more when I well, let me do this so you can kind of see a little bit better. So this is each side looks like this. It's just really gorgeous pink floral trim that I've had my hoard of probably almost 2 years I think. And before I stuck this to the side of the box, I just tattered up, just dressed up some lace that I have, and then I just stuck it on there, and then I just used some more of that cashew paint on there to kind of give it that kind of, you know, shabby look, but not white, not stark white, but just that shabby kind of look. And then the four corners here, I wanted to kind of reinforce the corners because of how much stuff I do have in here. So I just took some really pretty washi tape that I have and just kind of fix the sides up like that. So, and there's the lid. Now, before I open this baby up, I want to show you the original lid I made before I started filling this. Don't laugh. This is the size of the original lid that should fit on here perfectly snug. The corners all stuck together, just like a perfect little square, right? No. So this is how I started out. And this is really super cute paper, I think. And then when I got to where I needed to fold this up, I was like, uh-oh, this lid is not going to fit. So you can see the size difference there. And I probably could have made a bigger lid because it is kind of wanting to not sit on their square, but that's okay because that's what Abby does, and hopefully she won't be upset that this isn't like a flush square thing. That's the original lid. So I made a new one where it's a little bit bigger. Oh, I forgot to mention, I put some Chinese braid around the top of the, or excuse me, around the lid, and this is, I put some more of that ivory chalk paint on the edges there just to kind of distress it and make it kind of look more shabby-fied. So there is that. Now, let me take the lid off And once I do, it's not going to flop out because I got to untie this part first. So I'm going to just take the lid off the top of the box here first. And then the underside, I just did this really pretty fun Prima stamp on the inside, and I thought that was kind of cute. And then there is a lid again, just to kind of give a more visual peek at all the different layers and textures in there. Really, really super cute. I definitely need to make one of these for myself, just to put in my room, just to display. I won't tuck things inside of it, because when I make one for me, I'll just have it probably blank inside, but I really love how this explosion box is looking. Alright, put the lid over here out of the way. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and let go, untie this thing. You're going to see it just go all over my table, because it's like really big, so there you go. I told you it was going to just kind of flop on open. So I am so in love with this explosion box. I'm not trying to sound conceited, but I'm proud of myself because, like I said, this is my first one to make, and I will link the YouTube channel below where I learned the basic construction. I mean, I've always kind of known how to make them. I've just never made them. No real reason why, but it's Aola DIY. I love her channel. I'm obsessed with her. She's just an amazing, amazing crafter slash mixed media artist. I'm a real major fan of her work and her channel. Very sweet lady too. I just about died when she friended me on Facebook. I was like, whoa! I was so excited. Anyway, back to the project. So I made mine per the tutorial I saw, with an extra box on the inside, not just, you know, this, just the little flappies falling down. So I'm just going to show you this. Let me put it back on the mat so I can pick it up and show you a little bit better. This is what I've had it sitting on the whole time until I was ready to film this and get it ready, get it packaged and all that jazz. So, okay, it's a little bit easier. So let me just kind of hold it up here, and you can kind of see the different decor ideas that I've done in there, and there are a couple flaps. I'll show you this one first. So this is the side pocket, and these are just some cut down pieces of this gorgeous paper from Crafter's Companion. It's Sarah Davies' collection. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So I just cut some squares out and put those in there. You can kind of see the amount. I'll show you. I'll take everything out. Oh, not everything, but some things I'll show you. So I made this like a little belly band with this really fun ribbon trim here from May Arts, and I put more of that lace material up here too. And then these are all just cut out. It's not going to want to, this is going to want to flop over here. Hang on a second. So these are all cutouts I did using a couple of my different dies that I have. Some are from Sizzix and some are from Prima. So let me pull one of these leaves out and show you. It's just a combination of a bunch of different leaves on different types of paper. So it's like this is what I did. And I'll put that down here. I'll put it back in a second. Oops, almost knocked this over. But it's like some different colored leaves and shaped and different pattern paper. Really, really fun. I thought maybe she'd like, she doesn't have, at least not that I know of, any of the dies that fit in there. These kinds of dies, so I wanted to include some die cuts in there, and I love this paper in the background. It's so pretty. And then I just added some flat back pearls there in the corner, so there's that panel. Same thing over here, that's triangle kind of side pocket with different pieces of this gorgeous paper collection that's in there. I think she'll like that. I'm hoping it's single-sided, but I thought this would be really cute to use on, you know, different miscellaneous projects. Put this down so I don't lose these all over the place. And yes, I probably could zoom in, but let's kind of tuck that back in there a little bit. There we go. And so you're starting to see why this is so thick and chunky, because of the amount of stuff I put in the inside. So, and then we'll go on to this side. Oops. This side there, same thing here with the belly band made of the May Arts trim and some lace. These are some more die cuts. These are spellbinders, and they're just the different labels, different sizes of labels. I wanted to put the bigger ones in, but they wouldn't fit. So I just used a couple different types of cardstock for that one. Again, the flat back pearls there. Over here, these are actually pages from the Prima, no, that's not true. This is from, I can't remember. I'll put it in the description box below, the different paper collections I use. I use probably, I think, like 3 or 4 different ones. And then I just tied it with this vintage string that I have, just to kind of make a little bit more of a cute presentation. Okay, we're going to go into the side over here. Okay, same thing over here again, just the belly bands, and these are different butterflies that I cut out from Crafter's Companion. I don't really want to take them out too two. Maybe I'll take out one so you can kind of see the size. There are 3 different sizes, but this is the gist of what they look like. And I used some pattern paper, as you can see, and I also used some white cardstock. I think these are so adorable. They're so delicate, and I love them. They're so pretty. So I put a fair amount of the different sizes of butterflies in there. And then on this corner here, these are actually some pages from a couple vintage books that I have, and I just tore them down into little pieces like this, and tied it with some more of that vintage string. She can, you know, tea dye or spray or whatever she wants to do with these, or leave them like as they are. Totally up to her, of course, because this is for her, and by her I'm saying Michelle. I don't think I said that earlier. And this one here, same kind of thing with the belly band of the lace and the trim, and these are just little bits of paper that I cut, and they're like different dye, excuse me, not dye, like flag. See what I mean? Like the fishtail or pennant flag. It's like this. This is another die from Crafter's Companion. So I just cut a bunch of the different sizes and different papers, patterns, some plain, just to kind of use in different projects and things like that. Alright, so that is the first main layer, I guess, or the base layer, I should say. Let me put this back in here, because knowing me, I will forget, and I'll find it after I get it packaged to mailed. So give me just a moment here. Sorry, I'm not trying to be slow, but I do want to show all the detail, because, you know, a lot of work went in to make this, and every second was worth it, obviously, to give Michelle a gift that I made. So let's start over here. We're going to go to the, that's the base layer, and there's that flower, and we just did that one. Now we're going to do the second layer, and this I just used, I think I made all these the same, yeah, with just some cardstock, and then just some trim I picked up from somebody online quite a while ago, actually. And then what I did is I used some of my embossing folders in the ones that I'm 99% sure she doesn't have, but I could be wrong. I don't know what she has for dyes and embossing folders and stuff, but this is a really fun one I picked out of my stash, and I just cut different types of paper and sizes and stuff, and that way she can use them in projects as she wants to. You can put paint or gesso over if you want to cover that color if she doesn't like it. And over here on this one, kind of the same build-up. This is a really fun embossing folder. This, I think, is a Sizzix one, and it's like measuring tape. I thought that was really cool. And you can see how clear and deep that embossing is. I just love those. Love those embossing folders, are some of my favorites that I have, for sure. And then over here, I'm just waiting for this to fall off this tray, and then I will cry. I'm trying to be careful. And then for this one here, again, the same pocket set system. And this is from Crafter's Companion from Sarah Davies' collection, which matches her paper line and the dies. This is one of her embossing folders, and I cut it down because it's like 6 inches, I think, in length. And I wanted to trim it down so it would fit in these pockets, which you can see. Look at that. Look at that impression from that embossing folder. It is so pretty. I love it. So I just did a few different colors, different sizes, you know, different lengths and stuff, so a little bit of a variety in there. And then to the last one for the second layer, this is another embossing folder. So I kind of themed them a little bit, like, you know, the base layer was like paper and some die cuts, and then the second layer was like embossing folder type of things. So, or kind of a theme, I guess I could say. So here is this one here. I won't pull it all the way out, but you can kind of see. Oh, I just love how deep these embossing folders impress on the paper. It's just awesome. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the third layer, or second layer, I guess you could say. Alright, so these all look the same, as you can kind of see. I try to keep them kind of cohesive. And this is just some fun trim I picked up from, I can't remember where. And then I have, let me look at it here. It's like, okay, so this is another piece of, this is a piece of paper. I made like a little pocket here, and then it's added this as some decoration. And then in here are just some little tags. And this is cut from a couple different paper collections. And I just topped these off with some of that lace that I've been using throughout this project. Trying to grab one here. So some are lace and some are that vintage string. So let me just pull one out. It's like, this is from the Prima Love Story collection, some little cut aparts. So I just cut up a bunch of these different sizes, different images. Some are just blank, like a pattern, like this one here, the green and white, which is what I used for the lid, the first lid, and then what I used for the pocket on there. So I thought that was really cute. Okay, so the next one, this again is some more little die cut apart pieces with some vintage string and some more lace on it there. And then kind of the same thing for all of these actually. I love using the cut apart pages, and you can really make those pages go pretty far with some different, you know, vintage looking items like this. This is so cute. I love that. And it's double-sided, so I thought that was cute. And this is also from the Prima Love Story collection by Frank Garcia. Beautiful, beautiful collection. Okay, so now this goes into, we're going to work into the, oh, I totally forgot. Ha! Oh my goodness, you guys, I totally forgot about this. I'm going to have to zoom in. I'll leave it like this for a quick second, but I'm going to zoom in so I can show you. I completely forgot that I did the back side, which again makes it super chunky, but that's okay. That's Abby. That's me. That's how I am. So I'm going to flip this one up here so you can kind of see. So I totally forgot that I made pockets on the back side of the different flaps that I just showed you. There's no real good way to do this. I'm sorry. So this is the back side, and what I did here is I added, made another paper pocket, and then just some really fun trim from Mon Ami Gabby, and then I added some more of the really, really beautiful pink Chinese braid on the inside for the pocket. And then what I did here, I don't want to pull it all the way because it's kind of hard to get in there, but this has some scrubby cotton on it, and I just wrapped around a piece of the Prima Love Story paper. So there's that one. I'll do the front and back while I'm on the same side. So kind of the same concept on this here as well. Just made a little pocket again. This is a love story. Oh no, this is from, I'll link it below. I can't remember. I'm so sorry. I made this almost 2 weeks ago, so I can't remember every single thing. And this is just a piece of some salvage edge. I thought it was really pretty and kind of soft. So what I have in here are my tore apart. I took out some vintage book pages, and these are kind of torn, and they're from a French, vintage French book that I have had. So I put that there. And then we'll go to this side. Again, as far as the decor, the pockets, they're all the same thing. And on this side here, I just put in some more of the pieces from the Prima Love Story collection. So I just cut apart some of the pages, and some of them have little sayings on them and things like that. So I thought it would be kind of fun to share this collection with her, because this is like totally up her alley. Here we go. There's that. Okay. And then on this one, here I just put in some different flat back pearls, a couple different hues of pinks and some shiny ones, and then some cream and white ones in there. So that's what's in that side. And then this one here, this one here, I don't want to pull it out either, but you can kind of see the really cool beading trim. This is from Spellbinders, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. It's like a really pretty pink champagne kind of rose gold look, and it's just really, really pretty. So I wrapped that around another piece from the Love Story collection. On this side, this is some of the really fun flat back pearl mesh from Mon Ami Gabby. Really, really pretty and fun. So I just rolled a bit of that inside there for her. And I'm sure, again, you're seeing why this is so chunky, because I couldn't stop myself. So here's this really beautiful trim from Spellbinders as well. I thought I used it somewhere else in here, but I don't know. I thought I did. Maybe it's on the inside of that box. I can't remember. Like I said, I want to pull these all the way out because they were kind of hard to get in there because it's kind of like a tight fit. And on this side here are some of the looped pearl sprays from my Mon Ami Gabby. I don't know why I keep saying my road for. And this is an off-white and kind of like a cream combination there. All right, and the last one, this has, I guess I'm done. I guess I'm done. I'm back to the scrubby cotton again. Okay, so I got all those done. You have to pardon me with my stutteriness. I'm having a really rough pain day, so it's hard for me to kind of articulate sometimes, but I'm going to keep going through to get this done so I can get it in the mail for her. So this is what it looks like. Let me zoom out just a little bit again, and then I'll go back and show you the inside box there. But this is what it looks like, and I think it's so pretty. I love it. I really, really do. And again, I'm not trying to be like, oh, I made something so beautiful, look at this. That's not what I mean. I am so not that person. I just am really pleased with how well this turned out, especially for my first one. So, okay, we're going to zoom in now. I'm going to take off the box, or the lid to the inner box here. I think we'll go there. All right, so let me actually hold this up real quick so you can see the lid a little bit better on this one. Same thing, I use the same treatment as I did on the outside, the box, the lid. with the sequins and some of the Nouveau clear drops in there. It makes it look like it's like, you know, dewdrops or something. It's really cool. And then just added a doily down there and just tucked in some different bits of paper. Used some of my paper die cuts from Tim Holtz. It's called Garden Greens, I believe. And then I just tucked those in there as well. And I put little clusters of the seed beads in there. And this is the leaves I was trying to show you on the base layer. This is what it looks like. So really, really pretty. And I'm going to try to hold this way so you can see the side of what I did. So the decoration on the side of this box is all the same. These are the same die cut butterflies that I put into one of the pockets, and then I just added some more Chinese braid on the bottom to kind of decorate the box. And I put some sequins down the middle of the butterfly. So I know it's really awkward to see. It's hard to get the idea here, or not the idea, but to see what I did. Use it just a little bit. Okay, and we'll take this lid off and you'll see what I have on the inside. And so more layers in here, as you can see. So I'll hold the lid up again this way so you can kind of see it better. You see all the different layers and the textures in there. Just really, really fun to make. So what I did here, and I'll hold this back up again so you can see it better. So this is the center. And then what I did on this one is, here's the butterfly. Maybe you can see a little better this way. Like that. And I made like there's a little tiny bug flying around my craft. I don't know where he came from. Anyway, back to the explosion box. So I made a little pocket here on this side. And what I did is I just put a strip of paper down. And I just have like a little bit of that vintage lace material. I kind of just made it into a little, you know, cluster there. And then what I have inside here are some more of the paper cuts. Just these Tim's, I think these are Tim's. No, they're not double-sided. I can't remember. I think it's from Kaisercraft. That's the paper company I couldn't think of. Kaisercraft. So I just cut down some of their cut-apart pages there. And then on this one, I just put this really pretty, well, on all four of these, not just this one. But I didn't make another pocket on these like I did before. But this is a really pretty vintage crocheted flower that I cut from a doily that I have. It has pink and purple flowers. So I cut out for the flower pink ones, and then I put a flat back pearl in the center there. And then for this one, it's same thing, just more of the vintage die cut pieces cut down to real tiny to use in little tuck spots and whatnot. These here are it says fussy cut homework, because I'm always teasing her about fussy cutting. She doesn't like it. I think she calls it cussy cutting. I can't remember what she calls it, but she doesn't like it. So what I did is I just trimmed out some different images from this really pretty Kaisercraft paper pad I have. And this, you know, she'd probably consider that fussy cut enough for her. But I mean, when I do it, I cut out, it's just the bird is all you see, not the excess paper. But I didn't do that for these because I wanted her to do it. If she wants to, she can use them like she wants, as they are. It doesn't matter. It's just kind of a little joke, just, you know, her fussy cutting homework. And then on this one, the same thing, just more of the same papers, cut down small. And you know, each little flap here on the inside box has that pink flower. Yep, so we're back to that. Okay, so for the center, let me zoom in and I'll show you a little bit closer what I got here. Oh, I'm already after 20 minutes. I'm sorry, guys. I was trying to make this quick, but it's hard, you know, a lot of detail. It's hard to always show. So the middle here, nothing's like stuck in here. It's just kind of, you know, positioned in the box. So these are a couple pink, gorgeous pink flowers. These are from Marion Smith. Put a couple of those in there. And these are just some beautiful mix of different, you know, glass and seed beads that I've had. And this is what I used on the lid of the outer box, and what I used on the lid, or part of what I used on the inner box there. So I just put those in a little clear package for her. She can use them as she wants to. And then I have some different, you know, filigrees and metal bits and things like that in here. And grab those up. And then I have this really cool chain and bead. I think it's from no, this is from Prima. I thought it was one of my Artie cakes, but it's from Prima. And then I have an Eiffel Tower in here too. I'm trying to get it stuck from the chain. This is what's on the top of the box, but I just put that ivory chalk paint on top of it. So there's just some little, this is from Monami Gabby. These are from an Etsy shop called Hopscotch Crafts. I've done haul videos from them before. So this is from Prima, that little bling bit here. And this also, the chain, let me get it off the bottom there. This chain is also from Prima. It's from one of their trinkets. And then I have this pink Eiffel Tower, or excuse me, not pink, it's an enamel Eiffel Tower charm that I have there in the center for her. So what I'm going to do, I thought I did it before, but I guess I didn't. I think I was waiting to just do this part of the video. Is kind of stick this down there. I have some removable glue dots in there, so she can pop those glue dots out if she wants to. She can easily pop this off too, because it's just they're removable. So I just want to kind of like a little inner surprise there for her. She loves Paris and pink and France and the Eiffel Tower and all that encompasses, France, all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of the theme for this, is like a pink, shabby chic, kind of French kind of a vibe. So that is my first explosion box for all of you to see. Again, I don't know why I didn't make one of these before, like years before. I'm on the design team for Scorpion. I've been on their team for probably 5 years or so now, and I know a couple of the ladies on the design team had made different variations of the explosion box for a couple different of our collabs with other paper companies and stuff. So I did different things, and that's where I really saw the explosion box first, up close and personal, was from that design team when I first was on it. Let me show you these papers real quick. So these are just kind of the papers here and in this corner over there. They're just really beautiful. It's from, like I said, it's a combination from the Sarah Davies collection and Prima and Kaiser Crafts. So just gorgeous papers, and they're blank on the back side, but these would be great to put on for tags, or even cut them down to smaller tags, use them for tuck spots, or using this one's so pretty. Look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? Oh, I love it. I had to actually order 3 more pads of this paper collection because I just love it so much. So it only comes in 6x6 that I could find. I looked for 12x12 everywhere, but it didn't seem like it was available in that that size, or maybe it's already sold out. I'm not sure. Let me show you this paper real close. This bottom layer paper is from Kaiser Crafts, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. No, I think it's from the... You know what? I'm just going to stop. I will just have them listed below, the 3 paper pads I use. This is just absolutely gorgeous. This is from Rose Avenue from Kaiser Craft, I think. I'm so sorry, guys. It's been a while since I made this. I don't remember exactly. I know that I recognize the different collections and the different components and stuff, but you know, that's my old brain, I guess, is not wanting to remember everything. So it's kind of tucked in there, and as I mentioned before, you can obviously see why this is so thick and chunky, and it won't make a nice square tucked in box. Why I needed to order or make a box that is so much bigger. I mean, look at how much bigger this other box is compared to the first one. So anyway, so I thought about including this box in there, the lid for this, but I don't think I will, because she's not going to want to take the stuff off of here. At least I don't think so. And she can do with it what she wants, of course, because it's a present for her. So she can do with it what she'd like. So that is it, everybody. I'm so excited to have finally jumped on the train with doing an explosion box, and I definitely will be doing more. This is not the last one. I may not make all of them future ones. It's quite so chunky, so they look a little bit, you know, more uniform. But this is just my take on it. So if you have any questions about any the products I use or how I did anything, because I didn't make this a tutorial because this was for a birthday gift, and I get things done faster when I just do them and not try to film myself and everything. So I'm more than happy to answer any questions. And be sure to check out the description box below so you can see the different paper collections and some of the supplies that I use for this explosion box, and also to check out Ayola DIY's channel if you have not already. So I will see you all next time. So happy scrapping, happy planning, and happy crafting, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!